Now it's time for Hobo Reviews with Willie B.A. Hobo. Tonight's review, The Beaver.
I am Sock Puppet, and this is the best movie I've ever seen in my whole life. P.S. There are spoilers, and I'll be doing all the talking. So, there's this guy named Walter, who's played by that maniac Mel Gibson, and he is mentally ill, which kind of sums up Mel Gibson in a nutshell. So, what does he have to do to try and prevent himself from being Felix the Nut after he loses his family? He decides to grab a stuffed beaver. You know, the one that talks like this, mate. And so he let the beaver control his life. And so he's able to do all this stuff and save his life and save his family because now the kid is able to play with him. Except the older son, Porter, doesn't like the fact that he's being obsessed with a beaver and that he's being too childish because of that. Jodie Foster doesn't seem to mind this, though. But the little one absolutely enjoys the fact that he's with a talking beaver like this. So anyways, the beaver then decides to take over the company, the toy company. No, it's not the one that, Scott Calvin was in. But in any case, he ends up running the company. And because of this, he winds up doing well. It ends up being a success because it comes up with an idea for a toy. The Beaver Kid. And so because of that, they have a bunch of success. Except there's one teeny tiny problem with that. The fact that his life is now being taken over by this beaver. And he's not gone to the doctor in weeks or a year in order to get this mental illness out of the way. Because his brain is all messed up. And so because of that, he let the beaver control him. And now the beaver's become its own persona. And so the family once again has to abandon him. Meanwhile, Porter's having some romance problems of his own. He's trying to fall in love with Jennifer Lawrence, and that doesn't seem to be working out. So because of that, he tries all kinds of things, and it doesn't really work out too well. Because, well, he wants to be like his dad, but then he doesn't want to be like his dad. And now he doesn't know what the hell he wants to do because he's so confused. So then, Walter decides, you know what? Enough's enough. After an interview on the Today Show, which actually had Matt Lauer on there, he decides to cut off the beaver. He actually cuts his own hand off as a result of this, and he nearly dies. But he lives with a plastic hand. Not like the one that Luke and Anakin have from Star Wars, but you get the idea. And so because of that, he's able to save his family and his life by going to a doctor and taking care of his medical illness. And he rediscovers a bondage with his older son, Porter. And everybody lives happily ever after, except for the beaver and the poor hen. I, for one, love this movie because it allows me to control the person. And it has inspired me because now I'm going to take over and do all of the reviews. And not this stupid little voice of it. What I was saying was, this is Willie B.A. Hobo saying, I said, you gotta have